everyone! I hope you are all doing well. My name is Elizabeth Sitompul from Class Management 23B with NPM 234-11111, and I am excited to talk about creating and managing organizational culture. In very successful organization, whether it's Google, Toyota, or Starbucks, there's something that makes people act and think in a certain way. That's it's what's called organizational culture. A strong culture helps employees feel connection, motivation, and aligned with the company goals. But creating and managing it is not an easy task. It requires leadership, consistency, and commitment. Next, definition and importance. Definition. Organization culture refers to the shared values, beliefs, norms, and practice that shape how people behave and work together with an organization. It is often described as the way we do things around here. And next, importance. Guides behavior. Culture influences how employees make decisions and interact with others. Guides identity. It creates a sense of belonging and pride among members. Improves performance. A positive culture enhances motivation and teamwork. Attracts and retain talent. People want to stay in organizations where they feel aligned with the culture. Example: Google's culture emphasizes innovation and openness, which encourages employees to share ideas freely. Meanwhile, Toyota culture focus on continuous improvement, leading to high quality production. Creating organization culture. Creating a strong culture usually starts from the leadership and spirit throughout the organization. Define core value and vision. Leader must clearly communicate what the organization stands for. Example: Patagonia's core value is environmental responsibility, within every decision they make. Here for culture fit. Recruit people whose values alike with the organization. For example, Zappos hires employees who have enthusiasm for customer happiness. Communicate and model behavior. Leadership must walk the talk. Culture is not taught through pastor, it's how through the leg accession. Create ritual and symbols. Regular event, ceremonies, and tradition reinforce the culture. Example: at Pixar, team regularly hold open bright truths meetings to give creative feedback. Next, managing and sustaining culture. Once a culture is created, it needs to be managed and maintained. Number one, reinforce through HR practice. Performance evaluation, promotion, and reward alike with culture values. If teamwork is valued, reward collaborative achievement, not just individual success. Number two, Train and develop leadership. Leadership at all levels should be trained to model and communication leadership culture. Number 3, adapt to change. Culture must evolve with technology, customer needs, and global change. Example, Microsoft shift its culture under Satya Nadella from know it all to learn it all, encouraging continuous learning. And number 4, monitor and get feedback. Use survey and open discussion to measure how employees feel about its culture and make informants. The next consultation. To summary, creating culture starts with value, leadership, and consistent behavior. Managing culture requires reinforcement, adaptation, and communication. A strong and positive culture is not built overnight. It's a continuous process that helps how people think, feel, and perform at work. Okay, next, the process of managing organizational change. Now that we understand the types and forms of change, let's talk about how organization actually manage change. Managing change effectively requires a systematic approach. There are several well-known models, but I focus on two, Lewin's model and Kotter's 8-step model. Okay, number 1, Lewin's their step change model. Kurt Lewin, a pioneer in SCAD management, cites that organizational change follow their simple step. Number 1, unphrase. Prepare the organization for change by breaking down existing habits and attitudes. Example, communicating why change is necessary and addressing employees' fear. Number 2, change transition. Introducing new process, structures of or behaviors. Example, implementing new software, leadership style, or policy. And number 3, stabilizing the organization after change by reinforcing new norms and rewarding desired behavior. Example, celebrating early success to make the change permanent. The next, Kotter's 8 steps model. John Kotter expanded Lewin's models into 8 practical steps for leaders to follow. Number 1, create a sense of urgency. Number 2, build a bidding collection. Number 3, develop a vision of change for change. Number 4, communicating the vision. Number 5, empower employees to act. Number 6, generate short-term wins. Number 7, consolidate improvements. Number 8, anchor the change in the culture. Example, when IBM fetch Bakriti in the geology follow their steps, starting with our urgency, powering teams, and finally embedding a customer-focused culture. Okay, next, the role of leadership and employees. Change does happen actually is it requires people. Leaders must act as role models for new behavior. communicate a clear vision and inspire trust, reward innovation and learner. Employers must stay open-minded and adaptable, participate in training and give feedback, support each and other during transition. A successful change is a shared responsibility between management and employees. Okay, challenge in implementing change. Even though change is necessary, many organizations fail in their change efforts. Studies have shown that about of organization change initiative fail. Why did why do this happen? Okay, main challenge include number one, employee resistance. People often fear the unknown or worry about job security. Example, when introducing automation, employees may fear being replaced by making. Number two, poor communication. Without clear information, rumors spread and low morale. Lack of leadership support. If leaders don't demonstrate commitment, employees won't take it seriously. Number four, inadequate resource of training. Change requires time, money, and skill development. Solution: effective communication, employment of employees, and consistent leadership support and are the key I care to overcoming resistance. Next, real world case study. Let's look at some real company examples that illustrate different types and forms of organization change. Number one, Microsoft. Transformational and culture change. When Satya Nadella became CEO, Microsoft shifted from a rigid, competitive culture to a growth insight culture focused on learning and collaboration. Result: massing in innovation and market value. Number two, Toyota. Incremental and planet change. Toyota's Kenzie system runs small, continuous improvements at every level. Result: long-term efficiency, low wasted, and high-quality products. Number three, Netflix. Strategic and technological change. Netflix evolved from DVD rentals, streaming, producing original film and series. Result: dominating global entertainment by adapting to technology and customer shift. Number four, Kodak. Failure to change. Kodak invented the first digital camera but failed to adopt the change because the Harvey losing film sales. Result: the company eventually went bankrupt, having that resistance to change and victory success. Next, final reflection. The wrap up, let's remember. Organizations that don't adapt will despair, but those that embrace change will defend the future. Change is not a threat, it's an opportunity for growth, innovation, and renewal. That completes my presentation for today. Thank you. See you all. Bye.